Hello, this is not a spring chicken. Yes, I am all wound up because Monty and I are getting our Christmas pictures taken today. Oh yeah, isn't that enough reason for you to celebrate? No, not really. But here's the exciting part is because we do watch news and pay attention to it is the bill for, what is it, those tax cuts? Expiring has just been blocked in the Senate, so that's really, really exciting. Can you believe some of the Democrats actually stood up to President Obama? So for now, we're going to bring Oldecam on with comments on the headlines of today.
Want to have
I know. Obama and troops cheer each other during Afghan visit.
Yeah, well, because the work is, if you don't cheer the President of the United States, the commanding officer gives you all kinds of fits, so they have no choice in the matter. If they like him, you know, if they don't like him, it's irrelevant. They're under orders.
Well, and you're supposed to respect that your commanding officer.
Well, but they know that he's there basically to get them killed. There's a difference.
Oh.
We know that when you're in a retreat, you tend to get more people killed when you're retreating than you are when you're advancing.
Democratic Congress makes one last push for the DREAM Act in 4 different forms.
Well, I know. Basically, it has no chance in any form. You know it has no chance because the Latinos in this country are threatening, as they say, to bring this nation to its knees like the Civil Rights Movement did. No, the Civil Rights Movement has support among more than 19% of the people. So there's a difference. Only 19% of this nation, all the left wing of the Democratic Party, want the legalization of the illegal immigrants. It's just not going to happen.
Boehner says GOP to lead on extending tax cuts.
Well, this morning they got their rear end kicked in the House of Representatives badly. They voted in lockstep with Nancy Pelosi. They thought, okay, the Democrats thought they were going to pull a fast one. This is why Obama flew back immediately so he could sign the thing extending the Obama tax cuts and basically raising taxes on those greedy elite. They only got part of what they planned because the Senate was pissed about him bypassing the chairman's. And the chairmen of the committees voted against Obama this morning and killed the House version.
Wow, and we are still dealing with the lame duck Congress.
Yeah, and boy, they became even lamer this morning because senators are unhappy with this president for violating the rules of protocol.
Oh.
Well, you're supposed to have these bills, they're supposed to be talked about before you bring it to the floor by then the committees. No, they brought it straight from the House of Representatives. They were going to try reconciling, basically what they wanted to do, have the House pass it, the President sign it, the Senate then reconcile it, and then it would be law of the land this afternoon. It didn't work that way because the Senate didn't reconcile.
I guess some of their old tactics aren't working, huh?
No, well, with the President, you give people, you know when Obama's mad because he gives you that icy stare, and he gave it to members of the press talking about it this morning.
Bolivia and Salt Lake holds world's largest lithium reserve.
Well, I thought that was funny. I was watching a bad Kevin Sorbo movie last night about lithium reserve.
Oh, you were you?
Yeah. I mean, he has no shame. The guy starred in 2 TV series and then walked on both of them, so explains why he can only get bad sci-fi movies now. But that was the world's largest lithium reserve got caught on fire. He had to try to put it out.
Ooh. Senator Harry Reid pushes bill to allow for online gambling.
Folks, it was the Democrats. Basically, they don't even know what they're doing. It was the Democrats that were allowing it, killed it before. If the Democrats killed it, what chance have you had? Republicans aren't going to support it.
Yeah.
I know, they're not going to support it, and the Democrats killed it. So therefore, they're all on whatever it is Mary Jane Obama is using.
UN emission pledges fall short of climate target.
Yeah, like the only people making contributions is the United States. And that's coming to a halt. That comes to a halt in 3 weeks because the Republicans in the House killed Obama's commission for that.
Oh.
Yep.
Israel fire kills 41 as international help arrives.
Well, yeah, a couple of Palestinians basically set fire to the largest cedar grove in all of Israel.
They did?
Yep. Right before the holidays, when cedar is a very big deal, you know.
Oh.
And they killed 41 of their people. You know, most of the people that live in that area are the Muslims, not the Jews. So they managed to kill off their own people, but that's how it works in the Muslim world.
South Korea defense nominee vows airstrikes on North.
Well, yeah, Obama basically is unhappy, which is why he went to talk to them also today.
Oh, is that their landmark agreement?
He was trying to talk them into not attacking it. What's going to happen if they do it again? They're going to send everything against the North, and 27,000 American soldiers will be slaughtered in a half hour, and in an hour and a half, the North Korean army will be setting in Seoul. That's how long it will take. And Obama's trying to stop it from happening. But he did sign a landmark agreement, which would basically already been done by George Bush, which would have been beneficial to us. But today he did an agreement where we sell them $10 billion worth of stuff, and they sell us $12 billion worth.
Wow.
It's a net loss, folks.
I know.
He's going to create jobs. Well, no, we're losing again. But it's going to be green jobs.
And President Obama signs bill to avoid government shutdown.
Yeah, for 2 weeks. Democrats cannot come up with Democrats can't get a budget passed. Then they control the House and Senate. They can't get enough votes in the House of Representatives to pass a spending bill.
Well, yeah, because if they go on vacation right now, guess what happens? They're going to be changing over.
They know it's a gimme because Susan Collins and Olympia Snowe will pass any bill that Obama wants to spend money.
Mm-hmm. And Disneytown in Florida sees death for the second time in a week.
Well, supposedly they have a crime-free community, and now they've had 2 people killed in a matter of days in a crime-free community. There is no such thing as that picture-perfect community.
And tiny house movement thrives amid real estate bust.
Okay, this site wall I'm in front of is 25 foot long and 12 foot wide. That is twice the size of the small houses they're selling.
Oh, those are tiny ones.
Yeah.
China passenger train hits 300 miles per hour and breaks record.
Yeah, it's going to be fun when it has its first accident and kills everybody on board the train. They have no safety standards in China, folks.
Oh, that's right. They don't, huh?
I wouldn't ride Chinese. I was advised a long time ago there are 2 planes in the world you never ride on. One is from China and the other is from the Soviet Union because they're all built by the same brains.
I've ridden in a Soviet airplane before, and I remember it looked like it could be retrofitted for military right after.
I did Rio in a fighter, but the problem is the fighters aren't really designed by the Soviets, they're designed by the Germans.
Ah. Toyota to fix coolant pump glitch on about 650,000 Prius cars.
The Toyota is doing nothing right anymore. I mean, they just do nothing, but they're the only company, according to the government, they're the only company that's not making any money off of the rebirth of the auto industry. Of course, as we found out the other day, the only cars that are being sold to the federal government.
Well, and I also think that the government had a plan the demise of Toyota.
Yeah, they're going to shoot the other companies in the foot. Mm-hmm. Well, Toyota is non-union, and that he's got to destroy the non-union organizations.
City may need to cut 280 more positions?
Well, actually, there's a 0 missing on that one.
Oh.
It should be 2,800, but there was a typographical error on the news item when I picked up. I thought that didn't sound right because I previously.
I know, it's like, why would that be news?
I'd seen 2,800, and then all of a sudden it become 280. That's because they're trying to make it sound better.
Clinton, Secretary of State, probably the last public position.
No. She's running for president. They think that she's getting ready to step down. If she's stepping down, it's because she's either going to become vice president or she's running for president.
There's something else that's going on.
Yeah. Well, no, because she's already got her presidential campaign. They've already filed for the presidential campaign for 212. They wouldn't file unless she was going to run.
And jet makes emergency landing in Moscow. 2 killed and 83 hurt.
I think we
talking about that.
We just mentioned it.
We couldn't resist that one.
Yeah, we don't fly those planes.
House censures veteran representative wrangle for misconduct.
They said, shame on you. Shame on you. That was all they did was shame on you. That was, and he said if I'd have been a public citizen, they would have never done this. They only did it because I was a member of the House. Well, no, he'd be in jail cell like Wesley Snipes because he did it for like 16 years.
Oh, McCain and others say military case study is biased.
Well, yeah, because they were ordered to people were ordered to come up with the answers they did. And then they still couldn't come up with any answer other than the fact that 70% of the people think there must be changes made, there shouldn't be any changes made, or we think they should be banned entirely. That's not what they intended.
Josh Duhamel gets kicked off for using his BlackBerry.
You could see that if it was wife Fergie, but the guy basically wasn't making noise.
Oh, it's kicked off an airplane.
Yeah, and his earplugs in, so, but they were making noise.
And a Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
This is so appropriate for today. If you just badly lost an election because of the things that you did wrong, and you continually do the same things, you learned absolutely nothing from the election.